A ton of news to go over about the fourth stimulus check that I want you to know. Stay tuned and continue watching this video because you don't want to miss it. So as I said in my previous videos, big developments are being made in Congress on the fourth round of stimulus. An agreement has been reached on many parts of the bill, and lawmakers have confirmed that billions of dollars in stimulus relief money have been made available. Here it is, folks. Top Senate negotiators have said that they are close to striking a deal to approve $10 billion in additional relief funding. The Senate is now expected to vote on the legislation as soon as next week. The renewed effort to pass additional funding to address the crisis comes after negotiators were forced to strip $15.6 billion in stimulus aid from a government spending package earlier in March. That's over disagreements about how the bill will be paid for. And after days of bipartisan negotiations led by Senate Republican Chuck Schumer and Mitt Romney told reporters that lawmakers had reached an agreement in principle on all of the spending and all of the offsets. Romney said the $10 billion package would be entirely balanced by offsets. It's important to remember also that Romney have also said that the bill would also need to be scored by the Congressional Budget Office before Republicans get on board. President Biden has already urged Congress to act swiftly this week. At the White House, President Biden told lawmakers, "Congress, please act. You have to act immediately, and the consequences of inaction are severe. That will only grow in time." So it doesn't have to be that way, everybody. President Biden is urging Democrats and Republicans to get this done with urgency. And also, Schumer remains confident that the bill will be passed very soon. On the Senate floor, Schumer touted the bipartisan work that the Senate has taken in recent days to approve the additional funding. And during a floor speech, Schumer said the gap has been narrowed greatly, and we are intent on working with Republicans to cross the finish line because this is vital for our country, and we will like considerably more money than our Republican colleagues. Now, like I said, Republicans have insisted for months that any additional crisis relief funding would have to come out of the unused crisis relief money that Congress approved back in 2020 and 2021. The $10 billion top line number is significantly less than the more than $22 billion the Biden administration has initially requested. Now, many people are also said to receive part of the $87.3 million set aside for rental assistance. New Jersey, everybody, has already doled out $625 million in federal emergency rental assistance. And the state is now getting an additional $887 million to help those who still need help paying bills. This extra money is going to be used to process the state's waiting list on rent relief applications, and the funding is apparently for those who are currently in line to get the rent relief. In addition to this program, New Jersey is also launching a $500 million eviction prevention program that is designed to help tenants pay their rent for up to 2 years. The state has already helped nearly 68,000 households before these two programs were launched, but other states are much further behind. According to multiple sources, the federal government has already given out all of its emergency rental assistance fund to states. However, the government is not taking back funds from states that haven't used it. And the California Mortgage Relief Program uses federal homeowners assistance funds to help homeowners get caught up on their housing payments. Folks, is President Biden do all that it takes to help out the American people with stimulus checks? Tell me what you think in the comments below.
Focused on bringing relief to Americans. White House National Climate Advisor Gina McCarthy, who last time we were here was to discuss how to charge your car while it's parked. Today we're talking about the internal combustion side, so I don't get to have as much fun with that, but we're glad you're here because it's always good news when Advisor McCarthy is here. Let me echo the appreciation for Representative Debbie Dingell. We're honored to have you here and so thankful for your work and your commitment to the auto workers, the companies, the industry that powers this country in so many ways. And all of my colleagues here at the department, at NHTSA, Dr. Cliff, who you heard from a moment ago, Ann Carlson, and their whole team, as well as EPA Administrator Michael Regan and their team for collaborating with us as they work their side of the tailpipe emissions issues. I want to thank our friends in the environmental movement for years of hard work to reduce pollution, fight climate change, and protect Americans. To our friends in labor, who are the backbone of our manufacturing and supply chains and transportation systems, thank you for your commitment to high-quality, well-paying jobs in this country. And to our friends in the auto industry, we are so thankful for your partnership, because working together right now, we have a lot of things that we have to face and address and respond to. Safety, making electric vehicles more accessible and affordable for more people, ensuring that you have enough chips and minerals to meet your manufacturing potential in America. But today I'm thanking America's car companies for their hard work and innovation in response to these high standards to improve the fuel economy of their fleets. Today, with all of these key partners represented, we are proud to announce America's new fuel economy standards. Car manufacturers will be required to produce cars, minivans, SUVs, and pickup trucks that get better mileage than ever before. And the benefits are going to be real for drivers across America. Starting in model year 2024, when these standards take effect, Americans buying a new vehicle will spend less on gas than they would have if we hadn't taken this step. And again, this is why presidents of both parties have supported CAFE standards. By setting a high but consistent bar for the industry, the standards have helped to spur the innovative potential of American car companies, which has saved families money, reduced America's consumption of oil by 5 million barrels every single day. Before those CAFE standards started in the 1970s, the average vehicle got about 13 miles per gallon. With the standards we're announcing today, by 2026, the average vehicle will get 49 miles per gallon. And this isn't about only dollars.
Move the fund's depletion date up 1 year earlier than previously expected. So, everybody, congressional Democrats recently introduced a bill that aims to solve some of these issues. Among other items, it would increase the tax limit subject to Social Security taxes to around $400,000 versus today's $142,000. It would also push a date that the SSA would need to cut benefits to 2038, giving Congress more time to come up with a permanent solution. So in 2021, the average monthly Social Security benefit came out to just $1,565, after a 5.9% COLA scheduled to go into effect this year. The average benefit will rise to about $1,657 according to the administration. This means that the average couple could see roughly $3,000 a month. The roughly $100 increase comes after a year of unprecedented inflation. Over the past 12 months, prices have increased 6% in nearly all major sectors, and especially important for seniors. In every major grocery store category, COLA increases in the past couple of years have been around 1 to 1.2%. This year's adjustment is one of the highest COLA jumps in decades, and this is actually good news for so many of you. Forbes estimates, everybody, that the increase in benefits will benefit nearly 62 million Americans who received the Social Security benefits in 2022. The SSA estimates that increased payments to SSI beneficiaries will reach approximately 8 million people this year. And for those who receive SSI, this amount is expected to increase to around $821 in 2022. So the SSA estimates that increased payments to SSI beneficiaries will reach approximately 8 million people this year. For those who receive SSI, this amount is expected to increase to $821 in 2022, up from $794 per month in 2021.